Ever pooped out an engagement ring?
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
A marriage proposal can be and should be one of the most memorable moments in your life. And sometimes people go all out. You know, they get a lot of people involved. They get flash mobs. They do billboards, whatever. And everybody's like, oh, that's so sweet and that's so amazing. And the person who's being asked says yes. And it goes so well.
And they put it on video so that people can watch it forever. I'm sick of those videos because they set the bar too high for all you aspiring getting marrieders.
Yeah, that's a word.
For those of us who proposed and it was subpar. And I don't want to get into the details, but I don't want your bar to be so high. So today, we are lowering the bar by highlighting some of the most ridiculous...
Whoa, that was intense.
Ridiculous marriage proposals ever caught on tape.
Let's start with the cruelest proposal.
All right.
That's a tough word to say.
Cruelest. I kind of just did it.
Okay, this is Alexei Bykov and Irina Kolikov. Got any guesses where they're from? Russia. Anyway, Alexei hired a director, a stuntman, a makeup artist, actors, a scriptwriter, all those people to help him fake his own near death. All in the name of love. He told his girlfriend to show up at a spot. But when she showed up at that spot, he had staged a car wreck that he was the victim of. And he was fighting for his life.
You're kidding me.
In the back of an ambulance, Link. Let's watch the vid. Here she is. She's being escorted up to the place. She sees him.
What's coming out?
Well, he came out.
With
As you can see, he didn't hire a wardrobe advisor unless he wanted to look like a fireman playing on Sesame Street. I don't know where he got those overalls.
You know your proposal's going well when sprinklers set off and you have to wrestle your...
Those were sparklers. That was part of it. He planned that too, Link. He got everything right, as you can see.
And when you have to wrestle your fiance...
Look, she's happy. It worked.
She switched on a dime. Oh, you're not dead? You just want to marry me? Of course.
No, actually, she was incredibly upset. She said she was mad that she wanted to kill him, but for reals this time. But then she did come around, and this is what Alexei said. He said, I wanted her to realize how empty her life would be without me and how life would have no meaning without me. Oh, so Alexei, you're saying this was all about you. Oh, okay.
Alexei.
Hopefully the marriage isn't all about you, Alexei.
I just don't think it's fair to catch someone so off guard that then you're asking them one of the most important questions of their life when they have no clue what's happening.
Oh, you don't think this was a good idea?
I think it's a better idea than the next one.
Okay, all right.
On Chinese Valentine's Day in 2011, which is in August, by the way, take note. One Pan Kun, one person, his name was Pan Kun.
Got it. That wasn't his full name. Right.
Brought his girlfriend to the city square in Qingdao, China for the most confusing marriage proposal ever.
I'm intrigued.
Now, first of all, just to review a little bit, the cost of an engagement ring is determined by the 3 C's: cut, clarity, and carats. Of course, the bigger it is, i.e. the more carats, the more expensive it's gonna be.
Okay.
And the average ring has, is 1 carat in size, give or take. But Pan Kun wanted to go all out. So he brought 48 carats.
What?
To
That's
his
massive.
elaborate proposal performance. But I think he was a little confused about what a carat actually meant.
Okay.
Here's his proposal. There they are, 48 carats.
Whoa. Is this a...
I have no...
Is this a carrot? Is this a diamond carrot joke, or is she just a really big fan of carrots?
I think it's just a lot of confusion.
They look more like orange grapes, first of all.
She thought it was a flash mob, and then he pops out of one of them, and Pan Kun gets down on one knee and proposes. The ironic thing is, he didn't have any carrots. He had 0 carrots.
What is that thing he gave her?
He had no ring at all. He had a certificate of love.
Oh, well, that's all you need when you've got those carrots.
0 carats with an A, R, and an A.
But see, we don't know the
intricacies.
The intricacies of their relationship. Maybe carrots are really meaningful to them in some way. Maybe big, fat, grape-like carrots.
And I'm glad he wore his...
with sunglasses are very meaningful.
I'm glad he wore his Abercrombie shirt for such a special occasion.
But here's the thing: was he trying to save money? Because how much?
$14,000. That's how much he spent on this. Whole thing.
You probably could have gotten an engagement ring with that.
Yeah, Pancoon,
Maybe a couple of them.
your resource allocation might need to be addressed in the second marriage.
Okay, how about the nerdiest proposal of all time? This is coming from Dr. Papa, who's a YouTuber. He is
Big fan.
neither a doctor nor a papa.
Dr. Papa.
He is a nerd in a good way because he had the brilliant idea to put on a Futurama character, Bender, you know, the robot from Futurama, to put on the Bender mask and ask his girlfriend to marry him, her name is Rachel, in a very special way. Let's see the video. Pay attention.
010100010.
He's singing?
No, he's saying 00110. Link.
Binary.
It's binary code. Now, this
Okay.
goes on for quite some time. But what he ends up saying in binary code, in case you need a translation, is, Rachel, you are awesome. Will you marry me? Now, it took Rachel 30 minutes to decode this message after he posted this video on our Facebook wall. And
30 minutes. He could have left "You Are Awesome" out and saved 15 minutes.
Right. Well, yeah, he wanted her to know how special she was.
Okay.
And you know what? She responded with a resounding 01111001001 011001001 which is yes.
You actually.
So romantic.
I like how you actually did the work. You were like glued to your 0-1s because you wanted to get it
'Cause that
right.
is actually yes.
Y-E-S.
You know, I feel great for them. I really hope they have a wonderful Futurama together.
All right.
By the way, he's still going.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, well, it takes a while.
Yeah.
I would like to present the most awkward yet professional proposal ever, and it's on YouTube. Justin Arnold was the weatherman at local news station in Quincy, Illinois, and he was dating the news anchor, Alexis Hunt, okay? So Justin was giving the weather report when he decided there was a 100% chance of a marriage proposal in the air.
I like where this is
All right, now I'm gonna show you the video because Justin himself uploaded it to his personal channel known as Mr. The Weatherman.
Oh, Mr. The Weatherman?
Mr. The Weatherman!
That's one of my favorite YouTube channels.
But
right next to Dr. Papa.
But I want to read the video description, which obviously he wrote himself before I show you the video.
Okay.
And I quote, "Weatherman surprises anchor and proposes live on TV. He's nervous and stumbles through weather." Stumbles. He stumbled through the weather.
I gotta see
but
what's gonna happen.
is calm during proposal. She is so caught off guard, she stumbles through a little bit afterwards.
She's stumbling too.
Guys, you ready to see some stumbling? Let's watch the video.
Threat of these rain showers. But
You know he's
temperatures
nervous.
pretty much staying steady.
Although he's
anywhere
totally thinking about
from
what's
the
not the
middle
weather, but what's
lower
about to happen.
50s. But real quick, I just want to stop the newscast.
Uh-oh.
I have a question I need to ask you, Alexis.
What's going on?
Maybe your last weekend. But I want this to be the start of the rest of our lives together. And Alexis, will you marry me?
Look how,
Well, she's not uncomfortable at all.
Yes.
neither is he. Look at him.
Wow, that caught me off guard.
Did it.
I love the local news, man. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look, this is the most awkward part.
Because I don't want to be too appropriate on camera, but wow.
Actually, I take it back. That wasn't awkward at all.
Okay, how about the I hope she thoroughly washed that ring proposal? This is Reed Harris asking Caitlin Whipple to marry him in 2009 at a Wendy's, the most romantic of all the fast food restaurants. His great idea was to sneakily drop the engagement ring into her frosty.
Very sneakily.
But Miss Whipple likes a frosty.
Oh,
She likes it so much that she got the idea that I want to be the first one amongst my girlfriends who were with them to drink this frosty. So she was like, let's have a competition so you can get the milkshake down the fastest. And of course, you start with a straw, but you can't suck on a frosty. You'll implode your brain trying to do that. You got to go to the spoon. Miss Whipple knew that. She went to the spoon.
See where this is going.
She got down to the bottom of the frosty, was completely done. And at that point, Reed realized,
Reed's been like watching the whole thing panicking inside.
when is she going to notice that engagement ring? She didn't notice. So he
He's like-
leans over.
It's like,
He leans over and whispers in her ear, "You swallowed your engagement ring.
I'm sorry, what?
You swallowed your engagement ring. It was in the frosty." She is quoted as
Did
saying,
you like sneakily put it in there?
"I felt nothing at all. I was racing my friend, so there was no way I was gonna lose that competition. In fact, she didn't even believe that he had done this, so they had to go to the hospital, get an x-ray, and yes, indeed, Miss Whipple, you did swallow the engagement ring. Here's the x-ray to prove it.
There it is.
So he actually went out of the hospital and then got on one knee, took the x-ray, extended it to her. Very clever, Reed, and asked her to marry him. She said yes. And then after a bag of prunes, a box of high-fiber cereal, and 2 days later, the ring arrived out of her butt. Okay, guys? I mean, that's where it came from. She pooped it out. She said, it arrived this morning, and I've never been so excited about my bodily functions. Haha, it's so beautiful, and I love it. After I cleaned it, I'm assuming. It was definitely well worth the wait.
Well, true love waits.
Yeah. True love waits 2 days and it comes out of your butt.
Good luck if you're man. I'm not good at this. I'll share my story.
Yeah, I'm looking
and give
forward to
Mythical
that.
more, but for now I'll say thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing.
You know what time it is.
I'm Richard,
And I'm Mariah
and we're on our honeymoon.
at a pit stop in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina.
And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Head over to rhettlink.com/store where you can pick up a Good Mythical Morning hoodie like this one that I've been wearing the entire episode.
Click through to Good Mythical More. Mobile users click on the I in order to conveniently go through to hear my true attempt at a marriage proposal. It's a fail, but it's totally true.
In a world where humans lay eggs.
In a world where humans lay eggs.
Amanda gets pregnant. That happens first.
And then she's like, oh.
We don't show that. It's just a flashback.
My goodness, what's about to happen? And it's big.
And then she's like, what is this? A baby? What is this, a faceless, really white baby? No, it's an egg.
Yeah.
Side yard, the mosquito like zapping somewhere on someone else's
I
property.
realize I'm down on one knee and I'm like, oh, I'm doing this.
Doing what?
Proposing.
Ah.